In a world of AI, is privacy already dead? And did you ever actually agree to this? I'm Mira with Jonas. Privacy isn't dead. It's a design choice, on-device models, encryption, real laws now drawing hard lines.
Design choice, Mira. Your face, your posts, your medical chats are already in the training data. Companies scraped billions of photos without asking a soul. You didn't agree to this. Nobody did.
So that's the real question. Not whether AI uses data, it runs on it, but whether we're helpless or whether we can build and regulate it to protect people. Start with the worst offender, because it's a real one.
Start with Clearview AI. As the New York Times reported, it scraped roughly 3 billion photos from the open web to build a face search engine and sold it to police. No consent, no warning.
A privacy settlement finally banned most private sales. 3 billion faces, including yours, probably.
And notice, regulators can and do strike back. In 2023, Italy's data authority temporarily banned ChatGPT outright over data protection law, the first Western regulator to do it. That's not helplessness.
That's a government drawing a line in real time.
One temporary ban, quickly negotiated away against an industry scraping the entire internet. That's a speed bump in front of a bulldozer. The data was already taken before the regulator woke up.
So, hold that. Because the deeper fear isn't just scraping, it's that the models themselves remember you. Can a model leak the private data it trained on? Honestly, sometimes, yes.
Good. Because that's the part the privacy-first marketing never mentions. It's not just what they collect. It's what the model coughs back up.
And it's exactly what the law is now built to stop. The EU AI Act bans social scoring outright and prohibits real-time face scanning in public spaces, with only narrow exceptions. For the first time, some uses of this tech are simply illegal. The lines are real and enforced.
Banned in Europe. Picture the rest of the world, where the same face scanning runs unchecked, and the same models trained on your data serve users who never had a vote in Brussels. A law in one region isn't privacy.
It's a patchwork with holes the size of continents.
Which is why how we build it matters as much as how we govern it. So let's go to the scariest finding, the model that spills its own training data.
Then take the divergence attack. Researchers at DeepMind and elsewhere found that a simple trick made ChatGPT spit out memorized training data. Real phone numbers and emails, around 150 times more often.
The model didn't just learn patterns. It memorized people and could be made to leak them.
That research is real, and notice who did it. Security researchers publishing openly so the hole gets patched. And it was. That's privacy engineering working.
The same field gives us differential privacy and federated learning, training without hoarding your raw data.
Patched after the paper for that one trick. Picture every attack nobody's published yet, against a model that has already swallowed your data and can't unlearn it. You can patch a leak. You can't unmemorize a person.
The Corbusier is baked in.
There's the clash. You see data already taken and exposure baked in forever. I see a field inventing the tools to train on patterns without keeping the person, and laws finally making the worst uses illegal.
And here's what haunts me: the asymmetry of consent. They take everything by default and ask forgiveness never. The burden is on you to opt out of 1,000 systems you can't even see. That's not consent.
That's surrender dressed up as a checkbox.
Then flip the default, privacy by design, on-device processing so your data never leaves your phone, data minimization by law, real opt-in. And point the same AI at protection, catching fraud, spotting breaches, finding the leaks.
The tool that threatens privacy can also defend it.
If on-device is the default and not the premium tier, and if minimization is enforced instead of promised in a policy, nobody reads.
On that we agree completely. Privacy can't be a luxury feature for people who read the settings. It has to be the floor built in and required by law, not sold as an upgrade.
You know what, I'll concede this. It can be built privacy, first on device, encrypted, minimized, and laws like the EU's prove the worst uses can actually be banned. My fear was never the careful build.
It's that scrape. Everything is cheaper, and cheaper usually wins.
And I'll concede this. Today, the default really is take first. And Clearview and that divergence attack show how much is already exposed and can't be recalled. Privacy by design only matters if we mandate it. Otherwise, it stays the expensive option.
So maybe we've both been half right? Privacy is genuinely under siege and genuinely still defensible, and which way it goes depends on whether we make protection the default or the afterthought.
That's the house view. The wrong fear is that privacy is simply dead. The right one is letting take everything stay the cheapest path when we could make protection the law. Aim there.
Both things are true, and that's the honest answer we promised. I'm still the skeptic, but a more hopeful one tonight. And yes, these voices and visuals are AI. Every source on screen was real.